Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to 2/22/2022. I'm Casey.
And I'm Keisha.
And we have a special guest today, King Wesley.
How you doing?
How was everybody's week?
It's been okay. You know, I just got back from out of town. My father recently passed, so I had to go down to Kentucky and bury him. So, just trying to keep my strength up and, hopefully I don't bust out crying during the show today.
Oh, no. No, we were just talking about how today is a good day. Nothing but positivity today.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I want to give a shout out to Giorgio's menswear in Kentucky. They looked out for me when I was looking for a suit for my dad to bury him in. So just want to say I appreciate you guys. You guys really looked out. So just wanted to make sure I gave them a shout out. They're in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay.
Well, King, thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome. Let me just give you all some background on King Wesley. He's a actor. He has been in a few independent films. He has been in Birthday. Wait a minute.
There you go.
Hold on a minute.
There you go.
He has been in Flint Tail, Sasha Lane's Candy, Birthday Behavior, True Law, Wait, Price of Love, First Lady, Part 3, Dimes, and Code of Thieves.
Mm-hmm. And more recently adding, we got Ear to Ear. It drops May 1st of this year.
Okay.
Yep.
And you can catch those movies on Tubi and Amazon Prime, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So tell us how you got started with acting.
All right. So first of all, we gotta loosen up a little bit. Let's chill. Let's relax. Let's get set the homey environment.
Okay.
Let's welcome you back from that road trip. Shout out
Thank
to that
you.
caddy she pulled up in right out the gate.
Right.
But I got into the acting. I'll just give you a little history. It started when I was really like young. You know what I mean? Like I used to sit around the crib with my grandma and she had me watching. I don't know if y'all ever watched like the soaps. You know what I'm saying?
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless. As the world turned, right?
Bold and the Beautiful.
Bold and the Beautiful. Like we ain't turned to Channel 4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Grandma was straight Channel 2. Only time she turned to Channel 4 was when she was watching her Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. So,
Okay.
me being a young cat, you know, I'm a granny's baby. You know what I mean? My mom, she was out there, she was doing her thing, whatever. And I would sit around and just watch her shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the Young and the Restless. I remember the certain characters like Victor Newman and stuff like that. So, and I'm bringing his name up because I used to imitate this guy. Like he was an older guy. You know what I mean? My
He's
grandma.
still old.
Yeah, he's still old. He's still cutting
Still
around
on
on the
there.
show, right?
Really? He's still alive?
Yes, he's still
out
on
here.
the show. I
He's
just
still
saw
out
it the
here.
other day.
Oh,
He's
man.
still out here, and I could just sometimes like depending on like if they was in between seasons, they would play a replay,
Right.
What they call a rerun back in the day, and I would remember it. You know what I mean? And that's when I started, you know, young. I'm like 8, 9, where I knew I had something different. But growing up in the, I'm originally from New York. I moved here like when I was real young.
Okay.
But in the urban city, the Glenwood and Detroit, Dexter area, I wasn't able to tap
Dexter
in.
girl.
There it is. I wasn't able to tap into those resources of, hey, look, if somebody's filming something, or do you got a stage, or where can I go audition? Like all those aspects was on the suburban, out on the outer reach, you know, the rural oak area, which I later found out. But it started when I was younger. You know what I mean? Just watching all the kids shows, the kid-friendly shows, you know, things that we used to rush home after school, watching Different Strokes,
227.
like especially on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? The Cosby Show. You know, that's one of my favorites. But yeah, that was those reenacting certain scenes and me able to remember. And I still do it to this day. Me and my wife, shout out to Shine over there.
Hey.
We can sit around. We watch Power. We don't watch it on Sunday. We watch it at midnight. You know what I mean? So we do a playback. You know, she's like, well, you only watched it one time. How you remembering it that fast? I'm like, hey, listen, man. First of all, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, right?
Right.
So, that's the thing is, I got blessed with that memory. If I could see it once, and you could tell me, and I began to pick it up.
Okay.
So I was really young when I started.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there was an organization that you're a part of.
Wait a minute, we gonna get to that. I gotta get into this movie stuff now.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Let me drive. I'm gonna drive it this time.
Get into these movies.
So now,
Do your thing.
What was your very first role that you got? Like whether you were a child or an adult.
The very first role that I got was something I wrote.
Okay.
That was the very first thing, and that's it was super dynamic. I rewrote Romeo and Juliet. It was for my senior project in high school. I think if everybody went to a DPS school, you had English 8, right?
Yeah.
You got English 8. Y'all had English 8.
Yeah.
So we had an English project that we had to do. Sometimes it was a paper. Sometimes it was, it might have been a final, but whatever that final project was, it was like worth like more than half a grade or a third of your grade. Mm-hmm. So I rewrote Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I cast, people in my class. My teacher, she kind of like, Miss Twitty, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I made sure I went last so she couldn't try to make me do anything else. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Long story made short, it worked out great. You know what I mean? I was the rewriter, the producer, and the director. So, the actual cast, they only had like 3 days to learn it, and it was real short. It wasn't like the full length of the play, but it was real short.
Okay.
And so that was my first gig.
Okay.
And go ahead.
And after that, did you follow up with like any acting classes, any college courses,
Boom.
things of that nature?
We clicking, right?
Hey.
This is another thing, right?
So
once I graduated, I graduated from Crockett and I went off to Ferris State.
Okay, what year did you come out of Crockett? Oh no, you tell me. You don't have to tell everybody.
I'm not ashamed. I came out in '97.
Okay.
I'm 42.
Okay.
Hold on now. It is what it is.
It's okay.
But when I came out, it was my freshman year around Thanksgiving. All right. I had received an audition package from it's a school in Manhattan. It's the AMDA, the American Music. You can Google it. It's the American Music and Dramatic Academy, AMDA, right? It was right around. I know I came home Thanksgiving to get the package, but my mom had called me around like 2 weeks before my birthday. It was like, hey, you got this package from the school in Manhattan. What is it about? I'm like, I don't know. Open it up. So when she opened it up, she's like, hey, it's a letter in here. I'm like, read it. So she reading it. Yeah, you read everything else, right? You ain't got no privacy. You're a kid. Right. So she read it. She's like, hey, they want you to audition over in Toronto. I'm like, Toronto? Audition? Like, I ain't applied for this. I'm like, where is this coming from? Long story made short, my counselor, remember that play?
Yeah.
That I did? She kept that because I had to turn in the script. And I had to have the physical, evidence of what I did.
Right.
She took it and she sent it to that school. You know what I'm saying? So they wanted to meet me and she told them how I guess she had some type of interview with him or whatever and told them how good I did. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, all right, I mean, in my head immediately, just like I said, I grew up on Dexter and Linwood. I know what my life was consistent of at that time, which was a lot of hand-to-hand things. I ain't got to say what it is.
Okay.
Me going to Toronto to do an audition for acting, I didn't see it. You know what I mean? I'm the youngest of 3. My mom, she was intertwined with drugs. Okay. I didn't see, just certain things I didn't see. And there was a lot of other heartbreaking things that went on that, for me, my senior year, me going off to college. Like I didn't see that. Okay. You know what I mean? So I left it alone. That's just one of those things that just wasn't going to happen. Let me just throw it in the back. I leave college. Actually, I got kicked out of college. And went off to the Navy and then...
Okay.
I'm going to just stop right there because I can keep going.
Well, what was one of your favorite roles that you did? Do you have a favorite? Like, oh man, I love doing that movie. Wish I could do it again.
My favorite, I would have to say, I've done a lot. But my favorite would actually be the role of to this day is the role of Carlos, which was a stage play that I've done, and the name of the play is Diamond Girls. This play, it was actually the first play that I got cast for, like on a level to where I'm like, okay, now I'm about to stand before people and really show these people what I've been like holding in. 20, how old was I when I did that? I wasn't even in my 20s. I had a late start. I was 30, Sean? Yeah, I was 30.
And where was this play? Where did it take place?
It took place over at the Northwest Activity Center, right here in Detroit. Shout out to Joe Smith, my brother. He just actually filmed the movie for this. I wasn't a part of it. I had some other things going on where I couldn't be a part of it.
Okay. Well, Joe Smith, you can always get in contact with Crystal Couch von Husenberg. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, I'm ready for the screen now. I'll show you my skills.
She is ready.
So it was Diamond Girls, and Diamond Girls, that's my baby. You know, my wife, she knows how I feel about the project. I was the only character up until now that done every stage play with him, because he's done it like 3 or 4 times where he brought like different cast member in. I'm the original, like part of the original cast that he brought, and he trusted me with this project too. Sometimes when he wasn't even making rehearsals, that I had to run the rehearsals for him or whatever. I need you to do this, do that. So that was my baby. So Carlos, Diamond Girls, there I said it. Okay. Is, for the record, everybody can hear it. That is my favorite character.
Well, Joe, keep in mind, I get off Monday through Friday at 4:30. I can run rehearsals too. Go ahead.
No, but I was just answering your question. Sometimes I can get a little wordy. This my acting is something I'm very passionate about. So I'm learning now. Chop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel the room. I'm gonna fill it up, then I'm gonna chop it. So.
It's cool.
We used to people just talking and talking.
Oh no, I'm gonna chop it.
Now, my next question. When you're casting, are you going through like a talent agency, or is this just like word of mouth, like actors know actors and they just like, hey, they have an audition here, they have an audition there?
I've done both. Like, most will say it, most won't say it. I'm one of the pioneers here for the acting scene in Detroit. You know what I mean? That's really put Detroit, this whole Tubi movement, the Amazon Prime movement. And it's not, I'm saying this confidently. I'm not saying it, arrogant. You know what I mean? I'm one of the actors that helped put this market of film where it's at. You know what I mean? So yes, I've went through agencies. I've been referred. I've lost roles because of people not liking me or whatever, they say whatever, and
how
people.
Is that possible? No,
that would be me leaving. No,
it's definitely.
How dare you?
It's definitely possible because, there's a lot of clicks.
Yes.
In this market,
and you can see that according to the movies. Because I'm telling you,
it's a lot of
one
clicks.
actor. I'm tired of him playing that same role, and I'm just like, you slide over. You play the preacher this time. Let somebody else hold the gun.
Things have gotten a lot clickish, And again, I might lose a role or two for saying what I'm saying, but I'm gonna tell the truth. Things get clickish. So how you handle that is you just remain true to yourself, stay out of the clicks, and what's for you is for you. But yes, to answer your question, I've gotten casted through referrals. I've went through agencies, in-state and out-of-state, and got referrals in-state and out-of-state as well.
Okay. Now, as far as like roles in movies, are you constantly going in and out of town, or are a lot of your movies Detroit-based? I
want to say the bulk, which is probably about 70%. 60 to 70% of my projects have been here, but the other percentile have been like out of state. I have a great movie it's entitled Candy, where I play. I'm an actual pastor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's I can't wait for the city to see that part of me, because I've been not stereotyped, typecast for a lot, a lot of roles, you know what I'm saying? Which which is not a bad thing. Let me say that. It's not a bad thing. They just see me and they like, hey, no, can you do it? Oh, yeah. But then I'm like, hey, well, you know, I know you good, but I know you're going to kill this. I'm like, okay, well, cool.
So you always up for the challenge when it comes to different roles?
Man, this is the role of an actor. That's what you have to be. Like, you have to reincarnate yourself. Like, the minute that you say, hey, look, I'm just going to be this guy, you might as well just stop. No. You might as well just stop. You know what I mean? Don't get comfortable. Don't get complacent. You know what I mean? You're gonna fall short every time. You know what I mean? And that goes beyond acting. You know what I mean? If you guys are hosts, take it to the next level. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't never get comfortable with being where you at.
Right. Because perfect example is like we've been filming and it's always been Keisha and I, and then last week she's like, well, you know, the show still must go on because, you know, she had to go and bury her dad or whatever. And the whole time I'm thinking like, Crystal, what are you going to do? I'm like, okay, well, I can do this interview. Then the interview fell through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we don't have a show. Keisha's just like, the show still must go on. She kept saying it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
well,
Keisha.
I'm there or not. So I said, let me get you a guest host. Hold on. We got a host.
As soon as I hung up, my phone went off. Bing! She put me in the chat with Mojo. She was like, "Hey, get there." Da da da. I'm like, "Thank you, I appreciate it."
Oh, you welcome.
Yeah.
And that's
one thing that and when you first told me about getting a guest host, first thing I thought about was Wendy Williams has said, "You never give anybody the opportunity to prove that they can do your job better than you." So I was just kind of hesitant about bringing a guest host on, and she said no. She said no, because either way it go, come that following Tuesday, they're not going to be there again. I'm like, you know what, you're right. The show must go on.
The show must go on.
You know, they can't take over. You know,
right.
So and if somebody is a guest host and they do good, that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? Then we consider bringing them back.
It's just an energy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and it's a temporary energy. Come in, do what you do, and
then you gotta go.
So how hard? Oh, well, go ahead.
Is there a role that you will not take?
Yeah, of course. I'm not being gay. I won't be gay. I will not wear a dress. I will not do anything that appeals a man on camera. Okay. Don't even listen. I'm talking to y'all, and I'm talking to y'all. Don't even bother to ask me. I'll be poor, and not just be it. So
like
we know
the
what
one actor that just
being poor meaning I won't. You can come with me $100 million. I'm gonna turn it down.
Not kissing a man.
I'm not kissing a man.
You
ain't grabbing me. I ain't grabbing.
That's right.
Come on, man. Money well invested over there. I'm not doing that.
Exactly. Right. So, and I see that typecast with the guy that died. He played in The Wire. He was a gay drug dealer. Then he was in Lovecraft Country, gay. Then he played in something else. It's like they kept putting him as this hard gay character, and it was like, oh my god. So. How hard is it now for somebody up and coming in Detroit
that like myself?
That wants to get into the acting industry? Like, what's your advice for them as far as trying to break into, you know, they know they're good, but they just can't get that right fit or somebody that'll take a chance on them? Like, what advice do you have for somebody up and coming trying to do what you do?
As far as trying to work here in the city or
in the city, like in Detroit, like a lot of people want to try and blow Detroit up. You got a lot of actors here, so what can they do to step into that role?
So it's I'm not gonna say that it's easy. I'm not gonna say that it's hard because again, you're up against. Now, don't get me wrong. We see certain faces in familiar places, right?
All the time.
They're there for a reason. Like it's certain people that do certain roles for a reason. You know what I mean? So what I'll tell a new talent is this. For one, stay away from the clicks. For two, you have to ask yourself, are you okay with being told no 90% of the time?
Are you okay, Kristen?
And not let it kill your spirit.
Like exactly. You know, I got some clips I can show y'all. I know it without a doubt. And I'm gonna say this, that I should be on at least Power.
Okay.
I know it. I got you know, and again, I'm saying this very confidently, but it's so many different components that go into this acting world, right? Mm-hmm. For one, these agencies, and I'm gonna say it, they're not booking your talent; they're booking your following. So me and you, bro, you got 11 million followers, and I got 21 million. They picking me, and you can smoke me on as far as the acting, like chops. You can chew me up. I just got better eyes to get the people to watch the project.
Everyone follow my Instagram, retired stripper now pastor. Go ahead.
You know, so the real is it's a tough business, man. But me talking to the 30-year-old king, listen, be okay with being told no. Be okay with being asked to stay and do extra hours. Be okay. Just be okay. If this is what you want to do, be okay with it. And I love that commercial. I don't know if y'all seen that Super Bowl commercial when LeBron was talking to the younger LeBron. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I did.
And he was asking like, "Is it okay? Is it how is it?" And this. So I'm gonna have that moment right now. Like, be okay with being told no. Be okay with not being accepted. Be okay with seeing the lesser talented people succeed. Be okay with that. Don't settle for it, but just be okay with it enough to say, you know what? Thank you, Mr. Number 11. I'm gonna go a little harder and use that as your fuel. Use that as your fire. Because if this is really your passion, don't ever miscue it. You will. You know, you're gonna succeed.
Okay.
You know,
stick with
it's just a matter of time. You know, things recycle themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, we living in that time frame where everything's social media based, right?
Right.
And people can post what they want to be, post who they want to be, right? And it's like, we know that's cap. I know you in real life, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? But just stay true. And if it's your passion, and if you have to stay non-SAG, which is, you know, Screen Actors Guild, or if you have to work on the independent level, do it. Because remember, if it's your passion, guess what? It's not about the money. It's about being impactful. It's about being, every time you step on that scene, killing it. Because I've seen these people, these directors, they go out, right? They bring the outside wannabe actors, right?
Right.
Some social media influencers, right? And what happens is they think, oh, I'm gonna sell 1 million, I'm gonna get 1 million streams, I'm gonna do it, and then it be all right.
They get there and they flop.
And then what they witness is the reason why they not getting where they want to be is because you got these influencers that's just going out here, just getting that check. They're promoted up until that premiere, then they erase all the content from off their social media. So they're not exercising. See, this is where they got to learn the business from. Right? That's a whole nother interview. Yeah. I can really sit down and really give the director some time too, but I'm gonna cut myself.
Okay. Hey, you believe in yourself, so you bet on yourself, so that's cool.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take a little 5-minute break, refresh our beverages. Shout out to Bono's Clothing and Ace of Spades. Those are our sponsors right
Shout
now.
out.
And we appreciate you coming on, so we'll be back in a sec.
And we're back. Still sitting here with King Wesley.
That's right. That was a titillating conversation. Look, very informative, very, you know, I think that people will be able to look at that and be inspired, you know.
Yeah. Definitely.
When it comes down to acting, nowadays, like you said, you got to have a following, but what else is it important to have to be a successful actor?
She's really trying to get her little dossier going.
You know, with a strong following, you definitely want to be believable.
Yes.
Acting is just the.
Look, can you get the? I'm sorry. Can you get the door?
Oh, it's okay. We ghetto like that.
Nah, it's cool. All right, look, I'm from Dexter and Lewis.
Right. I'm from Dexter and Davidson, Buena Vista, between Dexter and Wildebeer all day. Dexter
I was
girl.
on Leslie and Wildebeer.
Oh, see? Okay.
But no, having the.
Just rolled by Dexter.
DLA,
right? 100 years. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have believable talent, skill set. Because the worst thing you want to ever do is get caught on screen acting. That's the worst. It sound kind of like contradictory.
Explain that. What's that mean?
Okay.
Can I guess what it means?
Go ahead.
Okay. When you get caught on screen acting, basically it's by the script and it's dry, monotone.
Part of it.
Okay.
Part of it. A lot of it has. I ain't gonna throw her under the bus because I love her and she's from my hometown. And I probably shouldn't even say this, but Mary J. Like, she gets caught acting. Like, I love her, but she's gotten caught acting. Like, she has one facial expression right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is, like I said, this might cost me my possible chance, but I'm just gonna be honest.
She was Monet during the Super Bowl.
It's Monet.
Honestly,
I don't even think she's tapped into Monet. This is all Mary J. and the issues that she's. What I think now, what she's displaying is the rage that she's wanting to be let out on Kendall and these other people that's been pissed her off over her life. Mm-hmm. You can probably equate all that and turn that into Monet, but I don't think that's Monet. Mm-hmm. You know, what we seeing. But hey, if it's working, let's let it work. You know,
it's like she's stiff. She needs to relax. Yeah.
Kind of like.
But I think that's a lot of her. But her stiffness, though, like, I think that's like who she is. Like, you can tell by her dancing.
Right. It was so funny. She was watching a compilation of people imitating her dancing, and she was like, just looking like, oh no, they ain't got it. But they was doing the stiff stuff, and then the one girl fell on the ground and got back up, and she had fun with it, but she knows, like, I don't even know what that
Shout out to Yonkers, man. I'm originally from Yonkers.
Okay.
Shout out to Yonkers. We love Mary J. Listen, I'll be in the car with my wife. I'll be in the car by myself. I sing Share My World in a minute.
My
man.
God.
Come on, man. Yes. Like, it is what it is. It's just, Mary, if this ever come across your desk, listen, man, I love you. I just, it's just the facial expression sometimes. When you being sexy, it's the same face as when you ready to kill somebody. Man, I'm sorry, man.
Facts, though.
Yeah.
Facts, though. Nigga news is here. You always hear the niggas in the back being loud.
That's their way of letting us know that they're in the building.
That's right.
When it comes down to sacrifice, have you had to sacrifice anything major for acting?
Can you be specific?
Anything major, like something that was important to you, and you had to make that choice, like, I gotta go act or be there for my best
my
friend,
wife, or my best friend.
Yeah, it's definitely been a sacrificial thing. Like, over half the projects I've done, she has not wanted me to do them. It's like I had to sacrifice temporary being mad at, and now here I am on you guys' platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I'm gladly to be a part of, new or not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody starts somewhere.
We appreciate the support.
Like, this works in both angles. You know what I'm saying? Both directions. So you never know, first of all, who you're blessing, who you come in contact with.
Yes.
So with different projects, it's been different budgets and things of that nature. She like, how much are they paying you? China said, the budget ain't really nothing. Well, you don't need to do it. Why? And I get it. I totally understand, because she wants the best from me. But at the end of the day, it's like I have to create a body of work to where I can present and get ready to position myself. You know what I'm saying? Have basically some references, because that's all our projects. It's like, a job, an acting job is just like a normal job. How did you do? Like, now, see, it's it's really worse, because you can work at GM, right? And my last project was an episode on Power. Let's say we both stunk it up. You don't have no playback on that.
Right.
The supervisors can get fired. But guess what? They got playback on that bold ass scene I did on Power. They can be like, man, boy, you see what I'm saying? So it's really a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? And so you just want to be mindful and go into every project and just kill it. Whether it's $1 budget or $1 million budget, you
Right.
treat it all the same and you go hard because
Yes.
you never know where your body of work is going to land.
Now let's get into the fame side of things.
Mm-hmm.
When did you know that your platform was growing?
When I was out of state, like, and that, it happened like 2 years ago. I was actually in Atlanta, right? I was in the Trap Museum, and some people approached me like, "Hey, bro, you the guy from such and such." It was Wait. I'm like, "Yep." Hey man, we take a picture. Matter of fact, and then somebody else came up. Oh, we knew that was you. And it was like I was taking pictures with like groups of people. It was like it was weird, but it was because I'm like, okay, this. Because a lot of my movies is on the independent level, but
right.
You got to think about it. Like our people, we watch independent films. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
We love them.
And then
like
more
movies.
And then more recently, it was a situation where I walked out of the Super Bowl, and it was a guy. And I can bring it up
Super
on
Bowl that was last
week.
Okay, cool.
Yep, I'm walking out of the Super Bowl, and my man like, "Hey, Dub," I'm like, "Hey, Dub." Hey, my man in the gray suit, in the gray jogging suit. Man, I love your movies. I stopped. I'm like,
oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
I know I'm like
recognize
2,000-3,000 miles from the crib at this point. Like, and then it happens in Cali. You know what I'm saying? So that's a vibe. Like, hold on, I know it's thousands and thousands of people. So somebody, it was one person. So I treat one person like that 1 million. Like, they recognize me. And he knew my character. And he like, bro, listen, you killed it. I watched ABC, all these movies, and listen, I'm a DJ. And if you ever need a DJ, you know what I'm saying? So I get that. And then on top of me just going into the stores and gas stations, throughout the city, like,
like it's you.
Yeah. So it grows, and then you find people talking about you. So they talking to you, they talking about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
True story.
Now, we've been talking about the acting, and I do want to kind of touch base before we run out of time on the killingiswhack.org. So, the Killing is Whack organization. Tell us a little bit about that.
Killing is Whack is a baby of mine. I'm the actual chairman. I'm not the owner.
Okay.
Shout out to Charles Robb. Charles Robb is my brother. He's based out of Dayton, Ohio. Great guy. He has family up here as well, and that's how we met through his family members. Killing is Whack. It's a nonprofit org that where we push shirts. You've probably seen them online. The Killing is Whack shirts. We use these shirts as a catalyst, like a catapult to help promote stopping violence. You know what I'm saying? Because killing is whack. I don't care if it's military, happening through the military. I don't care if it's happening right there on 7 Mile in Linwood or wherever, right? Livernois, right? It's messed up. And we were sitting up here, we was talking about the kid that got shot. You know what I'm saying? The kid, like,
now that's very whack.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what's going on. Like, you gotta kill somebody. Like, that was your last result.
Correct.
Like, now I do understand. Sometimes when if your back is against the wall, and you have to handle what you self-defense. If you gotta handle your business, you gotta handle your business. But to intentionally go out and to seek because I don't like you for you having that do-rag on, I got something wrong with me, and that's a mental health situation. You know what I'm saying? Something that my wife. Is something that's part of her dream that I'm helping her build as well. So then you asked me if I was doing something else. Yeah.
I want to touch base with you on that later.
Killing is Whack, man. Like I say, it's here. We're in conjunction with other nonprofits. Shout out to my man John Williams. He has another nonprofit. I would love to get him on your segment too, his platform. He has SAVE, which the acronym says Stop All Violence Everywhere. SAVE, and he has SAVE Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him.
I've seen that somewhere.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and we've hosted like charity basketball games.
Okay.
You know, I lost my brother in 2018 to violence. You know what I'm saying? He was killed, and it's just everybody that's tuned in, you can, if you want to support, you can go purchase a t-shirt. You can make a donation at killingiswack.org. That's killingiswack.org. If you just want to go on, check it out, see what we about. Yeah.
Okay, just to enlighten you guys, there was a 5-year-old boy in Detroit who was shot execution style. Or I believe he was shot twice in the face or something like that. Just a senseless murder. Whack, as I say. Streets need a body. Mm-hmm. If you know who did that, you need to inbox us. Let us know.
Oh, they arrested too.
Oh, they
have two people. Two teenagers.
You know what? They did mention that earlier.
Yes, 2 teenagers. They have them in custody.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just think about that. 2 teenagers, not even adult men, who had the audacity to kill a 5-year-old little boy. It's senseless. And now they're arrested, probably going to go to jail for the rest of our lives. But it's like,
we lost across the board.
Yeah, right. Like what? Who raised them? What were they going through?
We've lost the victims and the perpetrators. Like,
right.
What we gotta understand, man, is we need each other.
Yes.
Like, if you have that type of hostility, that type of anger, that type of energy in your life, like, hey, it's something that we can do, to help redirect that, to convert that into something, to a positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here, to preach or nothing like that, but I come from that way. Like, it was a moment in my life where it was either eat or be ate. You know what I'm saying? But you have to, at some point, and my wife, she always asks me this, well, how was you able to flip the switch and redirect that same energy, that same passion over? It's just it lies within all of us. You know what I'm saying? You know what's wrong with you more than I do.
Right. I believe that it lies within our mind.
Yeah.
Because you have to change your mindset and your maturity level and the way you think. And most of all,
changing your mindset.
Yes,
change the way you think.
Yes, and most of all, it lies in your heart as well. Because when you do stuff, you have to remember to put love into it.
Right.
Because if you love somebody unconditionally, you gonna love on it the proper way. So therefore, you're gonna take care of it, right?
Right.
So,
circling back to that, I remember during it was either the first or second episode, and we were talking about how do we bring the collective together in the Black community so that we can share, information and not hold back because you don't want to see this person doing better than you. How do you spread that? And you said through love, and then you just mentioned that again. So love is something that if you're passionate about it, if I share something with you, you can share it with the next man, and they can share it with the next man. It doesn't have to be that crab in a bucket mentality. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, we can use each other to get out of that bucket and keep climbing instead of pulling each other down. So I like that you do constantly mention love is where it starts. So, I love my brother, I love my sister, and I want to see them doing better.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I agree.
So, King Wesley, we appreciate you coming
so
out.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like you blessed us with your presence. Your beautiful wife. We appreciate you being here in the audience. This was a great episode. We're getting ready to get tuned into Nigga News.
Yeah.
There we go.
But also, before we go, I just want to take the time to tell everybody that has liked, shared, subscribed. I was at the gas station recently. I was at Sam's Club gas station, and this lady was just looking at me, and I'm like, what the hell is she looking at? But then I had to think to myself, like, Crystal, be cool. And then, so as I'm telling myself, be cool, she said, hi. And I said, hi. And I'm like, she must know me probably from the podcast or something like that. But I'm like, see, it's growing. I'm like, And I'm not trying to say, I'm a celebrity status or nothing like that, because either way it go, I'm just gonna always be Crystal.
What is it about the gas station?
Pause.
Okay,
it's
go ahead.
222. You are what you say you are.
Yes, I am a millionaire.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're an actress.
I'm an actress.
Mm-hmm.
I am a philanthropist, because I believe that giving back is very important. I am definitely a philanthropist.
Well, I was gonna say, I was in the gas station and somebody said, "Aren't you the girl from the podcast?" And I'm like, what part? And I had to think about it, like, oh yeah, that is me, So it's something about those gas station runs.
Man, them gas station runs, they tell all, right?
Right.
The gas station is, I tell people all the time, the gas station and crackheads, that's the first internet, because they know.
And real quick, y'all can't see our cameraman, but he's like real hype and jittery. It's so funny. He has some energy drink called Bang before. He claims he has had it tonight, but
Bang is so strong, it's probably still in his system.
It's probably still in his system. Hey, Bang, we're going to reach out to y'all for sponsorship. All right.
Google, get in contact with Bang.
Next week, we'll be having Guys versus Girls. If you want to be a part of that show, inbox me or Crystal, or send us an email at Keisha.kc.Kickinit@gmail.com. If that's not right, it'll be on the bottom of the screen.
And once again, King Wesley. Oh, wait, future projects. What do you have coming up?
Yes, what you got coming up? He said something coming up, a new movie.
Ear to Ear will be premiering at the Rivera and Rivera Theater in Farmington Hills on May 1st. So,
and they got those seats that recline. So Kicking It with Keisha and KC will be there.
He put us down for 4 seats. One for me, one for Keisha, and our +1. Put us down for it. We'll be there.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Mwah. Good night.
Welcome to Nigga News. But today, we're going to make this nigga Steve say something first. What the fuck, Steve?
It's poppin'. How y'all doing?
Steve in the house. And y'all know, I always bring a special friend, a unique friend, a unique fam. We got Dirty Red in the house, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have seen him in the videos. Y'all have seen him pounding the pavement with Crunchy Snack, pounding the pavement with the No Limit Soldiers.
Right.
Y'all have seen him all. He get in the car, he get the fuck on out of here and go pound the pavement. That's why I love him.
Damn right.
What up, Dirty?
Man, what up, baby? It's been real, dog. Look, long time coming. Anytime you say I gotta get up, I don't give a fuck when I'm sleepy or not. You like, hey, look, Red, I need you over here. We about to do this shit. I gotta get the fuck up. That's what it was. Like, nigga, let's get it.
Right.
Real nigga shit.
I see you bought us a bottle to pop. We gonna get to that. We don't want to get blood too much first. I want to dab you out first. And
damn right.
I need some wax to go home with, so you can dab with your homies in the studio, vibe out when y'all be making music. Because I think dabbing it gives you the best high,
right,
to be creative.
Yeah,
straight up.
You get a little spark of energy when you do a dab. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a dab. Yeah, just a little bit.
What up with your music lately? Like, I know you coming from Detroit. I know it's it's hard, it's hard here. You make it out of here, man. It's like you didn't try to do double, triple of what a normal person had to do maybe in another state city. So when I see people making pounding the pavement like you, what you doing with your music now? What you pushing at now?
Man,
NFT or something though.
Man, I'm doing singles and shit right now. Working on the EP and shit. You know what I'm saying? I done finished the EP, now I'm working on another EP. You know what I'm saying? Featuring major artists, but this week ain't no telling who might be on it. I might just do it myself, but they really need to hear me more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always showing love to niggas.
You always doing, I see a lot of your little, you always doing joint adventures with everybody.
Yeah.
Dang.
What's your media platform? My media platform? They all social media anywhere. You can type my name anywhere.
What's your name?
Dirty Red, DerrtyRedd. Look me up anywhere. Google me, however you want to do it. I guarantee you're going to see me because I'm one of a kind. Like, you can try to say that your name is this name because, what you have to do for that name, trademark the name, but you going to know it's me. When you see me, I'm the only one to stick out.
I was in tour with you, you know, rolling out with Crunchy Black.
Man, that shit was loud than the motherfucker, man. It was like hanging with some niggas I already knew, bunch of wild niggas like from the city, just like how I'm from the city, and just thugging it out, niggas. Just like it's like we been knowing each other and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like forever.
Like a vacation.
The shit was so crazy, like dog. That shit so crazy, like nigga, you like a long lost brother. Everybody, all the Chirac niggas in the Memphis niggas, they all like long lost brothers because they so crazy, they familiar. They remind me of Detroit, bro.
They got that down south hospitality.
Yeah.
What I noticed about down south guys, they stick together.
Yeah.
If you a real nigga, and you can roll out, and ain't no bullshit gonna go down.
Yeah.
You know.
But they got their picks and choose because you know niggas are always. They be player hating on certain individuals that they know they got it, like got potential and shit like that. People be like that. It's like niggas, that's how a lot of niggas get killed. Because niggas be jealous of you because you got too much love and they hate you.
Oh, for sure.
You know
it's not, they don't hate that it's being done. They just hate that it's you that's doing it.
Yeah. And they don't like you. They got their own reason why they don't like you because you got them features or something that they want. It ain't even gotta be about the hoes and the, like you might have that swag, you might got that, you know, just that aura about you when you come around. Everybody like you.
You got that
and
energy.
they sitting around.
They energy be off.
Right.
They energy.
That shit real.
You just don't link up. They frequency be fucked up.
Yeah.
Therefore, when they walk in, what the whole tempo of the room be
right.
off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I notice that everywhere I go. Like, and niggas be having more shit than me and everything. Like, I ain't even no person that be, I don't get off into all that trying to stunt, act better than, because I already know, because what God in the Bible would have told me was, you know what I'm saying, we ain't no better than no one, we all equal. From my understanding of my teaching, so I don't care about this, that, and the third, what everybody else care about. But I see that's what they care about. If you ain't got that, they ain't respecting you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Y'all that damn slow. So I could just show y'all some motherfucking prop money and y'all think like, you know what I'm saying? It's $1 million on it.
Man, every nigga
I can see y'all spoil y'all so cool.
Every nigga in the thoroughbred. That's the thing nowadays. Like, you know, like we ain't teaching these boys and these kids that you making it like off your network is your network.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd have been rock bottom, not, you know, nothing. And just because I know a certain person, they be like, oh, nigga, I'm buying you a club, nigga. Oh, you don't believe me? I just bought you one. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, come on down here. And you just fall into different and better situations when you a thoroughbred.
Right.
And that's what you know, that's what you be running into. Like, a lot of these niggas ain't thoroughbred.
At all.
Like, you know, I support your music from afar, like spiritually, because, you know, I'm a tribal ass nigga. Like, I feel like, you know, this nigga from my city, you know, I know him, you know, if I root for him, maybe it'll bless him even more to make it.
And likewise,
you know, to get over the hump where it's like, yeah, one of us made out. And if you make it, and even if I don't make it in anything, I still be like, yeah, we got one in.
You recognize it. You gave a nigga roses before anybody or any audience. That's how you know who the real is, bro. Because there's so many niggas doing this shit, and out of all people, you will call me to an interview, and like somebody else could have did it, but they didn't want to do it because it was me. Right. No, I've been trying to get this nigga on the hush. Fuck that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk. That's how this shit.
We gotta change in the deep. We gotta start supporting each other because everybody already loves us. They take all our swag. It ain't even called
all
swag.
Got a spark
they take all our style.
We all got a spark.
All our fashion.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
And use it.
And they be getting money on us and then coming around us laughing and smiling while we all dividing and conquering while they all getting money together.
I've seen a bunch of rappers come in that club. I had here 20,000, here 15,000, here 20,000.
Look, 2 Chainz was just right here on Shaner in the hood in 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can't take a dirty red through this bitch, but I beat through that bitch. You know what I'm saying? All through this bitch, east to the west.
You know,
I got 12 years strong on the east side.
always
And I'm
say-
a Highland Park nigga, 12 years strong over in that bitch. I got years over here on this side. My bad, bro.
No, I always say, well, my city don't love you until you go to another
Somewhere.
city and make it. And then they be like, oh, yeah, he ours. He ours. He ours. That's when they take you like they did Days Low. California took her first. You know, shit like that. You know, they been up on her. She was playing out in California by the time she hit here.
Niggas so
But
fake.
niggas don't know that.
They so fake.
You know what I'm saying?
They so fake here, dog. They a dick ride another nigga, dog, but not the homeboy and know they sweet, bro. Like niggas a bit, like I know it's niggas that didn't like me and hated on me and all that shit. Cause like when you coming up in the game, like especially if you just an artist, you don't know too much of the producer side and how to, you know what I mean? How shit's supposed to be. You don't know. So you might not know how to game the behind the scene, the paperwork, and you might not know all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They won't even try to tell you, and they know, but they see that you got potential. They not even trying to.
But you know what? In nigga news, we gonna say fuck them niggas.
Fuck them niggas.
What's your favorite song you got out right now? Tell them.
My favorite song I got out right now, man, dog, it's so motherfucking crazy because.
I see you doing a new video.
Everything's
a new video shoot.
Yeah, that bitch on the way. That bitch on the way.
We did it at the club or something.
I did it on the party bus on my birthday. Then I did it downtown in Wayne State area.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw.
And then I got a little shit over here at this club, that club, little shit I was doing just through the days and shit.
I saw that.
That shit about to be live, dog.
Yeah, it sound live.
Yeah, but my new shit, the shit that I like, it's a lot of them that I like, but that's why I can't just shoot.
So many. Where can they find you at? Like, where can they download your music? Cause you on
Dirty Red.
Check you out on YouTube.
DerrtyRedd topic, or just DerrtyRedd on anything. It's impossible for you not to see me. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible.
And who right now, if you could do a song with any other rappers, who right now would you want to do a song with? You know?
All right. Well, first of all, my favorite new song that I got, I love is "Never Change" featuring Mr. Servo and No Limit.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song, but it's a lot of other songs I like. I can name them, but you know what I'm saying? That, and then you said you wanted to see who I want to do a feature with.
That's a nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice pity back.
Yo.
King Wesley in the house.
What up, though, baby?
What's up?
He just walk in like, what up, though?
Nigga news.
Nigga news.
I said, oh man, I smelled it when
So,
I
like,
pulled. He gonna open.
You know,
You can't open
he's something
Snoopy,
to do some
man.
push-ups and sit-ups to show us how to take care of our temple.
Oh, Snoopy.
Look at him. He sit on another. I want to sit on. I got to get my shoulders right. Look at this man. He got his shit together. He done came on. Hey, he got another one of my great friends.
So,
Man, telling you, it's unlimited with these special guys in Detroit. King Wesley, you know. And I don't know what type of accolades to give him. I can say he's a movie actor. I can say he's an activist. And that right there just take you into tell him what's going on.
Hey, Jay, one thing about it, man, you know, we from the D, so we gonna wear many hats anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the one I take pride in, man, is just being a real nigga, man. Just being 100, just across the board. You know what I'm saying? Let the earth be the turf where you can just go in and vibe with good brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what life is about. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is gonna transition into your character transitions over into everything else. You know what I'm saying? Being a great husband, which I, about to be 11 years blessed in. Being a father, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm an actor now, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I've just been a good person, man. That I believe that's the common denominator. Jay, you've been rocking with me for a long time.
That's what counts.
I mean, you know,
that's all that counts.
Yeah. I root like I be looking at my friends, and as I get older, I get arrogant. I be like, well, I feel like I'm a feral spirit, so all my friends, they feral spirits too.
Yeah, right.
They just got us, you know, in the struggle, and we all be on that mission for gold. And I be cheering my people on that go for the gold. You know what I'm saying? So I be on you. I be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Go for the gold, baby.
But I know you do a lot of things for the community too. I was like, dang, I might not even be to get him on nigga news.
Oh man, no, I'm a real nigga about it. Let me tell you, this nigga news, I could definitely be a reporter, man.
You got some cups.
Part of growing up, man, in our city, bro. You know the word. First of all, ain't nothing wrong with the word nigga. Like,
right, it's not. It's all about how you use it.
Like, the nigga is never ignorant.
Getting goals accomplishments.
Right.
But you know what? You know what though? Look, I got a pastor that I'm trying to bring on. And he's gonna talk about the word nigga with me. If we really dig deep on the word nigga, it means king in Africa.
Damn right.
And I'm bringing the pastor on to talk about that. I'm bringing the pastor on to talk about that.
We can have that topic ready too.
For that is
we can talk about that too.
Right.
Nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know,
kings.
I'm gonna let the pastor talk about that. That's gonna be one of the
I can see him saying it. The niggas on that boat. They don't want to say that. But
I be rooting for you so much. I'm like, damn, I don't even want to have none of my little bad nigga vibe on them or no shit.
Hold on, man. Look. ain't no bad nigga. It's called, I appreciate you, King, for being you. You feel me? Same way you can't appreciate me for being me, and I can't and turn around and I can't appreciate you being you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's bad vibes, guess what? That's gonna hash out. Like the good gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you can't. Nah, it is what it is. Like we not. That's not what we about. It's something you recognize in me. It's something I recognize you. Like I say, this is probably our first time physically meeting, but we've been talking over the years.
Right.
Whether it's about some sports, some bullshit. Might see a fat ass on TV. I'm gonna talk about it. My wife out there. Dude, I ain't disrespecting, but
don't get no trouble.
Man, we got something in common with that. What you just said.
Yeah, like we gonna talk about it.
Man, I've been talking to this guy. I met him. He seen me at fucking All-Stars. We've been rocking like a cut-off stock. Like we've been up. When he talk shit, I can feel his vibes and everything. Like, nigga, all right, I'm gonna talk shit back with your ass, and I'm gonna keep
that's how I'm trying to adapt to
down to earth.
To people I know, you know, because like I keep telling motherfuckers, your net worth is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? Money grow on trees. They motherfucking lied. I talk about that all the time.
Man, please say that.
You know what I'm saying?
You lied to me.
What's your favorite scene you did? What the fuck you been having fun doing? A little fun. You eating good, you juicing and shit.
Listen, favorite motherfucking scene.
They already
Favorite scene. On Actor King. It's definitely with me. I was working with Vez on The Price of Love, man. And I'm in the scene with Keisha and Shay. Yeah, I'm in the scene with Nisha. It's me, Keisha and Shay, and KDZ.
That nigga is so down to earth. He done showed me that all these niggas bougie and fake, like what they stuff, like they feel they should like females bougie and they fake. Like KDZ, like nigga, he holler right back at you.
I did parties with him.
Like,
That's a cool brother. Bro. Yeah, I did parties with him. That's a cool nigga.
Dog, shout out to KDZ, man. Big love, nigga. You already know, nigga. I'm coming for that feature too.
He one of our Detroit icons. That's what's up.
Hey, look, these put on for the summer.
Yes, he did. The whole
how many years? Bro?
He the one stuck out. He stuck
he
out.
The pay.
It was a lot of people doing their things, but KDZ, he stuck out to me.
You damn.
From all the way from where I was from at HP and how I was moving around, that nigga KDZ always, I was like always like yeah to his music.
Peer pressure.
Consistency.
Hey, peer pressure.
The work ethic.
Start hitting it. Oh, there you go. That's a good hit right there. See that? Hey, tell me this though. As far as I know sometimes I see your van in rad pads in the snow and stuff.
Oh, the killing is whack.
With the van, yeah, killing is whack. Tell them how we feel about that. We grown men now.
Like,
we tired of all this violence.
Yeah, man. Listen, killing is whack. That's my baby, man. I'm very adamant about it. You know, a lot of people don't know. Before the movies, I was in the military, like where we had to drop, we had to kill people. You know what I'm saying? Killing is whack. It's a catalyst. It's where we promote anti-violence. You know what I'm saying? And that's you can't say you pro-life when you out here trying to kill people.
Right.
How does that work out?
That's an oxymoron.
So real shit. You know,
I was gonna ask you that.
Like you can't.
Military, like,
yeah.
no, bro,
so
don't
this why I got out. This why I got out the military. You know what I'm saying? Killing is whack. It's never going nowhere. I'm the chairman. I'm not the owner. You know what I'm saying? I was known for killing is whack.
It is whack, dog.
Yeah. Before
I don't
was
like
actor.
that. That's how I do it.
And we didn't grow up amongst
That's how
all
they
the
do it.
bullshit.
They know how to do it. But like, as far as just killing people, like how they doing that shit, whack as fuck.
And as you said,
break my
like,
heart,
listen to
bro.
what you just listen. I'm not telling you y'all not to defend yourself, right? Because everybody got their limits. Everybody got something that they die for and ride for. Come on, man. It is what it is.
But all that stupid
But
shit.
the unnecessary?
They killing
Man,
these babies and shit, dog.
Me and this man just had a conversation
No
before.
honor.
Dog.
No honor.
Yo, it was one today.
That's how I feel. Like, damn, they got no honor.
It was one today.
That's what it is.
These niggas is clones.
The 5-year-old kid
man.
got spilled today.
How you killing
Execution
kids?
style.
Man?
Nigga,
How
I
you
promise
kill a kid, bro?
Nigga, I promise
You killed that kid.
If
'cause
I
you
see a
knew
nigga
that
trying to
man-
kill a
that
kid,
knew.
I'ma off that nigga, bro. I promise you, bro. I'm not about to let no nigga take no kid. If I see a nigga do that shit,
You know, back in the day, like my old dude was a singer and shit.
child, bro.
But
I don't even
they
give
was more
fuck.
like a
Shit, I don't
singing
give a fuck. I ain't
gang.
got nothing to do with that.
But they see
Now,
you
I
beating
do
up
my
a woman,
pictures with other niggas.
they get
But
out
a
the car
kid,
and
bro,
rush you.
I'ma do your
These
ass.
niggas
If I
will let
see
you
trying
beat
to
up a
fucking
woman
do
in
a
front
kid,
of them.
bro,
Nah,
I'ma
it's
get
no-
your ass together, nigga.
It's
And
no
tell the
nothing right
police,
now.
like,
So when I see the
you
shit
shouldn't
you
have
been
been
doing,
fucking
I
with
be
that
like,
baby. Like, straight up, nigga.
yeah, we
Yeah, I
need
did.
that.
In hindsight, the conversation that we had before we jumped live, that's where I had to like remember, like, I can pull up on you, dog. But why? I know your kid needs you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I know your kid needs you.
Right.
So today, I'm gonna be a blessing.
You the spirit niggas too?
No.
You
I'm
the spirit
gonna
niggas
be-
So,
too?
you know, this nigga shit.
Dog,
I'm
I the
gonna be a
spirit
blessing.
This
niggas
nigga
so
shit, we
very
always
much,
talk
dog.
about
I
nigga
laugh
shit,
it
all
off.
And that's
nigga shit.
okay.
I
That's
laugh
okay.
it off and take that shit like, okay.
Referring to what see, me and King got something. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hear y'all niggas.
we be playing around on social media and shit, and I see people that are, you know, like when I come across you, I genuinely love you, like, you know, because I feel like everybody I come in contact with, you know what I'm saying, I'm always trying to make some money or something, and you rolling with me, you know, you turn fan, fuck it. So I see one of my mans say some old off the wall shit to King, like, boom, and the way we all should view King, like, man, he doing his thing in his acting. And he doing his thing and keeping his body fit and showing us how to take care of our temple. He being like a role model to his niggas in the hood, really. So
That's where I come from.
It shouldn't be no animosity towards you about anything. Like when we talk about sports and shit, we don't give a fuck about sports like that, but we still talk shit about it. So I watched we talk about the goddamn quarterback and shit. Quarterback, you know, he went somewhere else and won the goddamn championship.
He's still a goddamn bum.
He ain't won shit for us, so we still got the right to call him a bum because he ain't do shit here. But one of our men just went off on him. I'm like, damn. Shouldn't have been that, but
you know, killing is whack, man.
Man,
whack as fuck, my
Killing
nigga.
is whack, bro.
Ooh, I can't stand these.
Bad energy is the
I
whack
can't stand
Right.
these
Bad
niggas like
killing
I'm
is whack
racist.
and bad energy is the
Like y'all
whack.
niggas is doing some of the most fucked up shit in the world. Like dog, like if I was how I was back in the day, I would be really riding just to look for these type of niggas.
Hey.
Just to show them, like, bro, you hear me? And I'm the coolest nigga on Mars, bro, but you doing some whole shit, nigga. I'm on you.
That's why you like a no limit song.
Dog on your ass, you know what I'm saying?
But when it all
Like,
boils
damn, I ain't know
down,
you was like that.
hey, look,
Yeah.
when it all boils down, man, keep doing what the fuck you doing. Don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Damn
The
right.
more haters you got, the better it fucking is. That means you pushing the pavement. You proud of that shit. We see it.
Real
You
nigga
gonna
shit.
enjoy it or you ain't gonna like it.
Real nigga
And
shit.
I see the same shit with you. And I see you gonna travel with all the crazy
Likewise,
motherfuckers.
nigga. I be wanting to come with you.
Oh man,
I be like,
that shit
let
top
me leave the
secret.
rapping
I'm in the
on.
bars. Like,
Hey, I'm about to leave the
we
rapping
in the
on. I'm coming
trenches.
with you, nigga.
Hey,
Every time I see you
yeah.
have a buzz, talking big shit, flipped up, draked out.
Hey,
I'm like, this
that be
motherfucker.
behind
Oh,
closed
you just gonna show me you
Closed
a
locked
fool.
doors.
You gonna show me you a fool, huh?
Close
Yeah.
locked doors.
Nigga, look,
I'm
close
missing
mouth
my
don't
homie
get fed,
Smitty.
nigga.
Damn.
Hey, look,
Rest in heaven,
close mouth don't
Smitty.
get
I
fed,
can say
nigga.
that shit. Rest in heaven,
close
Smitty.
mouth can't get fed, nigga. So, nigga, what's poppin', nigga? You know what I'm saying? We been cool for a long time, nigga. What's poppin'? Nigga? We get this money.
I'm
I need some
a
motherfucking
rap.
money,
Hey,
man. You know what I'm
the
talking about?
cameraman.
I've been
Hey,
hungry.
the cameraman, he paid and done for the day. Like, I got to go home, motherfucker.
Okay. Well, you
So,
nigga gotta get his
boom.
feet on.
We gonna get it. We gonna get that nigga some edibles though. You gonna stop being scared of the edibles. The MD delight. Get that nigga some edibles, dude. Tell him to go get high.
You sleeping, my
Don't
dog?
tell your wife, nigga.
You talking
Don't tell her.
You sleeping, my dog?
Don't tell your girl you getting high.
You on the chill mode. You got some other stuff going on. Huh?
CBD in it. It's good for you.
You on some other
And then
stuff,
look,
huh?
and then look,
You
judge
got
the
some
shit.
other
Look,
shit.
judge. That ain't even my line. That's that nigga line.
Shop.
You know what I'm saying? We real
You want
niggas.
something for some pain?
That nigga line. I got a line called Jackie B's
Do a little
Edibles.
piece.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
y'all doing up
I
and
used
down?
to
What
play
up?
on
We got
Michigan
people,
Avenue,
we got
nigga.
get everybody. How y'all doing? I ain't saying nothing to none of y'all. My bad.
Hey, what-
Dirty
My
Red.
name Dirty,
What's
but I
good for
keep
the
it
pain,
clean,
man?
though.
All
What's
that
about?
shit.
Hey man, that nigga
You know what's
knows, man.
about?
Dirty Red, King Wesley,
Like a motherfucker.
Keisha in the house,
Man.
Dexter Linwood. She
Big
talk
love.
shit to everybody when she
Big love,
wants
my
to.
dog.
She'll
You heard
do
me?
shit.
Hey, look,
That's what we love about it.
bro.
KC
It's
in the
on
back,
from
she
here.
our
You
little
heard me?
legit lady.
This is
What's
Like,
up?
needed.
y'all
It's like a
baby,
treat.
hey.
It's like a treatment plan. So you want
We
that?
out of control in this
You want that one?
It's a gummy.
All right,
Yeah.
get nigga news.